You're listening to JM Talkback with J-Man right here on 979 FM.
And the Duplicate Melton Highway campaign is a program or a campaign that this program is 100% behind. It's all about saving lives. The statistics along the unduplicated section of the Melton Highway between here, Melton and Hillside, absolutely abysmal. Just from purely from a safety point of view, and let alone the growth in the area, let alone the massive growth in traffic that we're experiencing and we're going to experience. You know, let alone the improvements that we need in infrastructure. Purely from a safety point of view, that section of road has to be duplicated because there has been enough tragedy along there already. Well, unfortunately, Vic Roads and the Victorian State Government aren't even thinking about it. Joining me in the studio to share thoughts and views on the matter, Melton State Labor MP Don Nardella. Good afternoon.
G'day, Joe-Man. G'day, listeners.
How have you been?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, no, it's
Okay.
nice to have you back in the studio.
Thanks. Anytime.
Now, the response from Vic Roads was pretty poor, wasn't it?
The response isn't what the community needs or requires, and it's not the response really for putting in place the safety measures that are needed on that road. And the safety measures, as I think I've said in Parliament, I've said publicly, is the re-engineering of the road to make it safer so that you don't have that dip, so that you don't have the ability of cars to cross over the double line and hit another car and then create those tragedies. You've been very strong on this, J-Man. The community have been very strong on this as well, and I absolutely support that position of having this road rebuilt to make it safe.
So, for the benefit of the listeners, what's Vic Roads saying they will do?
They are saying that they'll do a number of safety measures along the road. There have been a number of safety measures along the road in regards to Plumpton Road with the big roundabout. Yep. They've just put up the 80k signs at the dip. They have upgraded the intersection as you're going out of Melton just before the dip. They've put some lights on that intersection. I think it's Beatty's Road from memory. So it's that type of work that they're looking at doing. But the reality is the dip itself is the most dangerous part of that whole roadway, the Melton Highway, and that needs a bridge, that needs the duplication and the extension of the duplication all the way from Melton to Beatty's Road at the other end near Hillside.
Because they can widen shoulders and put up crash barriers all they like. It's not going to stop cars still ending up on the wrong side of the road, is it?
No, it's not. We had a situation back in the early 90s where Anthony's Cutting got those big concrete road dividers in place, but you still had a number of accidents, you still had a number of deaths, and so the community pushed the Anthony's Cutting realignment, and that is now as safe as it can be. Because it's been engineered in such a way. So you can put dividers, you can put barriers in the middle, you can widen the shoulders. The problem is that you've got a bridge there and you just would not want to waste any more money on something that is so dangerous. You can try and do some of those things, but in reality, the only thing that should be done is, so that there's no further tragedies in the future, is the rebuilding of the bridge, a new bridge that it's straighter, that hasn't got any dip, and that people can travel over very safely.
And to duplicate the road between
Correct.
Melton and Hillside.
The bridge and the duplication come hand in hand.
Yeah. So this is all about money, isn't it, really?
It is. It's about money. It's about getting the government to listen to the local community out here. That's why I certainly support Narelle and her crew with their campaign, the community campaign, your campaign, the paper's campaign as well, and we've got Andrea here today in the studio. The work that the paper has been doing along with the community is what really the government needs to listen to. They need to start allocating money, putting in place the design work, putting in place the money to do the design, and then to start to put in place a schedule to rebuild it.
Absolutely. And spend the money. Why sit on it? Why work towards surplus or anything like that?
Look, absolutely correct. This government, the Baillieu government, is looking at putting together a $2.5 billion surplus. They're sacking 3,600 public servants. They've got rid of all the VCAL coordinators, and my office is doing some work at the moment with the local schools to find out what that actually. What's actually happening there now in the new school year. They're not spending any money on schools. They're not spending any money on public transport. They're not spending any money on increasing the bus services, both here in Melton and Bacchus Marsh. I don't know what they're doing with the money. They're not building the new community health centre, which is one of the priorities for Jowara Health Services. They're not building the day hospital here at Melton, which is one of the priorities here for this growing community. I don't know where they're spending their money. They're squirreling it away, and it should be coming back into this community. But certainly, as far as I'm concerned, part of that money, part of that $2.5 billion needs to come into the Melton Highway to make that road safer.
Absolutely. And look, we'll certainly keep the pressure on. I'll certainly keep doing what I've been doing. But if people in the community want to help out, if they want to get behind the Duplicate Melton Highway campaign, there's a Facebook page for it, Duplicate Melton Highway Now, but there's also a petition you can sign, isn't there?
Yes, there has been. I think that's been, from memory, I did present that to the Parliament.
Okay.
But the Facebook page is one way of assisting in that process. I'll certainly be keeping the pressure on. And I think it would be a good idea if you continue to try. I think you have tried in the past to get Terry Mulder on the program.
Still pushing. I've written to the Premier about it.
And these people are earning a lot of money to look after our interests, and part of that should be about talking to you and your listeners and the community and explaining why they're not doing this. They'll use all the excuses under the sun. They'll blame the previous government. They'll blame the carbon tax. They'll blame the federal government. They'll blame the weather. But the reality is that they have got a surplus. They are working towards increasing that surplus to $2.5 billion. What I'm saying, what the community's saying, is get some of that money and put it into safety for our community.
And I'll certainly be saying that if I can ever get him to talk to me, but I'll keep pushing. While we've got you in the studio, was there anything else you wanted to raise while you're here?
No, unless you've got any further questions, J-Man. I'm happy to answer any other questions.
I think that just about covers it for me. But look, thanks very much for coming in. It's always a pleasure to have you along.
Anytime. And good afternoon. And happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there.
It's Melton State Labor MP, Mr. Don Nardella, graciously joining me in the studio this afternoon. As I said, Duplicate Melton Highway Now on Facebook. Go look it up. Sign up to the page. Get behind the campaign, because we need that road duplicated. As I said, if not just because we need the improvements in infrastructure, because of the growth in the area, because of the increased traffic coming in and out of the area. That's one reason. But this is about safety. It's about saving lives. And as I said, the stats along that road are absolutely shocking. Duplicate Melton Highway Now on Facebook, and I will keep knocking on Terry Mulder's and the Premier's door until they answer it. You're listening to JM Talkback.